Hello again, and welcome once again to Granny Groanne. This time I'm going to show you some art in landscape, two fantastic sculptures here in Norway. One made by Sverre Willer, the one you can see behind me, and the other one by Gitte Delin up at Gudbrandsdalen. This one is called Allium, and the one up in Gudbrandsdalen is called Crowd. And this is what we call, in English, art in landscape. In Norway, we call it skulpturstopp, which is stopping for sculpture, which is also a very nice way of putting it. So come along with me now. Gitte Delin is, of course, a Norwegian artist, but she lived in Mexico for many, many years, and she was inspired by the Mexican art. But unfortunately, she died in 2012, the same year as these sculptures were put up here in this fantastic landscape. I remember the first time I saw work by Gitte Delin. That was when I was quite young. She's only 3 years younger than I am, or she was. She is unfortunately dead now. But I remember they were so powerful and so strong, and she had made some masks, and with only the face, not a body like we have here, and they were incredibly beautiful. But I'm going to show you some other blue sculptures, which is very near to where I live, in fact. And it's quite fine that the artists choose blue for their color. We shall switch up to Toten now. Now I have driven 2 hours south from where I was with Gitte Delin's sculpture, and now I am very close to where I live myself. It's by Mjøsa, the biggest lake in Norway. And here we have another of these art in landscape sculptures. And this one is called Allium, and it's made by Sverre Willer, who was born in 1953, actually the same year as I was born. So, and Gitterdalen was in 1956. So, I mean, they are quite same period, same age, both of these two artists, and they have both chosen the color blue, which of course is very interesting and very, very beautiful in open landscape. I was here during the summer as well, because it's close to where I live, and this path, as you see, is very often used for walking the dogs and, you know, promenading in the evening or whatever. So I shall show you also a few pictures I took in the summer when it's all green around here. But of course now it's September, so the weather has changed. It's quite beautiful. He is making sculptures with paint on iron. In fact, the same principle that my father worked. My father was also an artist. And of course, Alexander Calder, I think, was the first that did sculptures in this fashion. Sverre Willard is using iron, and he often takes bits and pieces from the iron works and put them together in a form. So it's recycling, which he's very occupied about recycling things. So that's a good thing for nature. Allium is of course the Latin word for an onion, and and you can see it's quite clearly an onion standing there, a big one. And that's not very strange at all, because we are in the rural country and most of the farmers are producing potatoes and onions. So that's a good choice, and people around here, they like it very much. So it's very popular and sculpture, and they are very proud of it, of course, because it is now one of the big interesting sculptures that we have in Norway. So very many people are coming here just to see it. So these pictures were taken this summer, and as you can see, the farm is behind it, is from the other side, and I think it's very beautiful this way as well. So here I am in front of Allium, and there is my little dog playing. Freedom at last, he thinks. I am, of course, very interested to see or hear from you what you think about these sculptures, from these two Norwegian artists. I mean, Sverre Willer, he has lived all his life in Norway, but Gitte Delin went, as I told you, to Mexico and lived most of her life there. So please, write your message under this vlog, or if you don't have a YouTube account, well, then I'm sorry you can't write comments on YouTube. But, I have also an Instagram account, Granny Grow Ann. So you can find me on Instagram, and you can look up a picture from this sculpture and make a comment there. So it's only for me to say goodbye then, and take care, and I'll see you in my next vlog.